Hey there, and welcome to the Jared Hurst podcast. This week is going to be a little bit different. I made a video for social media, I put it out there, and so this week's podcast is basically going to be that video. In essence, I'm opening up an opportunity. If you're somebody that's been listening to the podcast for a long period of time, you like what I have to say, you feel like I could have some benefit to your life, then I'd love to talk with you. I want to be able to start helping people through the things that they're going through, their big emotions, their self-image issues, or just changing the way that we relate to ourselves. I think everybody, regardless of their situations, can have a better relationship with the most important and consistent person in their life, and that's you. You are your permanent roommate. You're never getting rid of yourself as long as you're alive. So you might as well have and prioritize that relationship above all else. And that's what I want to do. So if you're interested, contact me. I do have opportunities, regardless of your financial situation, where I feel like I can help you. I want to make sure that everybody that needs help is getting help. That's in essence the gist of this week's podcast. But take a listen. I talk a little bit about how you can recognize if you have something that you need to work on. If you actually need or would benefit from having somebody talk with you and work through your relationship with yourself by working through your big emotions and things like that. Because I would not have said that I needed any help years ago. And here I am, divorced twice, and had to go through 3 years of massive learning and mind changes and everything else under the sun in order for me to get to where I am. And I can tell you it was worth every second. It was worth every amount of effort that I've put in to change my life, because it is completely different now than it was 3 years ago. And it's going to be absolutely incredible in the years to come. I'm so proud of how far I've come, and I want to be able to help other people streamline that process to where you don't have to spend 3 years of reading and trying things out in order to make big, massive changes in your life. So take a listen, let me know what you think, and hope to talk with some of you soon. Hey there. So I wanted to take a moment to talk with you about something that's really important to me. So I'd really appreciate a little bit of your time. If you're not aware, over the last 3 years of my life, I've been going through a massive life transformation, working on myself as much as I possibly can in order to try and change my relationship with the most important person in my life, me. So about almost 3 years ago now, I got divorced for the second time. And that is not a phrase that I thought I would ever say in my life. I'm somebody that I really value connection, and I love having a romantic partner. So the idea of me choosing to call off 2 different marriages is just something I never would have thought was in the cards for me. And when this happened, I realized that I had to make massive changes in my life. I had to change the outcome that I was getting, the way that I was having things happen. So I started looking at my life and saying, how can I be accountable for what's going on here? Because I am the common factor in both of these relationships. And I started looking at it, and I realized that the biggest thing that I needed to change was the relationship that I have with myself. I got bullied for a number of years, both physically and verbally, in my childhood. And I think between that and a few other things, I just developed some really negative self-beliefs. The thing is this: if you would have came and talked to me at any point over the last 20 years of my life and said, do you have a really negative self-esteem? I would have told you no. I would have told you that, I could be better and I could have a better self-image and a better self-esteem, but it wasn't that bad. But what I didn't realize is how that self-esteem was underneath the surface. Those ways that I viewed myself was underneath the surface, and how it was affecting everything else going on in my life. Now, I've thought to myself a number of times how I wanted to take this journey. I've wanted to take this journey of changing my life and then help other people, because I want to be able to save other people from the pain that I've experienced, the pain that I've had from emotions, from heartbreak, from all these different things. And so I've been really mindful of what I've done over the last 3 years so that that way I could help other people. And I've thought to myself a number of times along the way, how would I even know that I needed to work on myself? Because if you would have gone and talked with me in the past, I don't know that I would have told you that I needed to make massive, dramatic changes in my life. And as I look back at my life, I think the major indicator of that I had a problem was I had huge, intense emotions. My life was an emotional roller coaster. One moment I would be angry, the next moment I would be happy, then I would be sad, then I would feel depressed, I'd feel grief, I would be joyful. I was all across the board. Because I didn't know how to manage my big emotions, and two, all those big emotions were signs that I was dealing with something underneath the surface. So if that sounds like you, or that sounds like somebody you know and love, then the reason that I'm making this video is, one, because I want to be able to help other people. I started a podcast a year ago. I started doing Instagram videos 2 years ago, and I want to take things to another level. I want to be able to help people on a deeper, more intimate level. So if you're somebody that this applies to, or you know somebody that this applies to, please contact me. I'm opening up an opportunity to where I'm going to meet with people once a week for a month, 2 months, 3 months, as long as you would like to meet, and just kind of discuss what it is that you're going through. I want to be able to take the things that I've learned that have helped me transform my life to where I have a better relationship today than I had before. Like, the relationship I have with myself is dramatically different than it used to be. I am not perfect. I'm still working on myself. I still have things that I need to step up and reach my full potential. But that's part of why I'm doing this, is because I know that I have more to give. I have friends that I've talked to. I have random people that I've met at parties or through social engagements or whatever it might be. And I've talked with them for hours, or for some people, months and months and months, about the things that they're going with, and I've helped them with their lives. And I know that I have things that can help other people. It's one of those things. There's this woman that I really love. Her name's Jen Gottlieb, and she says, if you wait until you have it perfect, then you are, in essence, hurting those people that you could be helping. And I don't want to wait anymore to help people. I know there's people out there that have gone through what I've gone through, or are going through what I've gone through. I've had times where I felt completely alone. I have had times where I felt abandoned religiously, spiritually, internally, friend-wise, and I don't want to see other people deal with that pain when I know there's a way to change the way that you see yourself, the way that you relate to yourself. Regardless of your financial situation, if this is something that you feel might be helpful to you, give me a call, send me a message, and let's talk and see if it makes sense for you. You can contact me through Facebook, Instagram, call me, text me. My phone number is on both of those platforms. And if you can't think of anything else, respond to this message, to this video. So I hope to talk with you soon if you are one of those people. And regardless of who you are and what you have going in your life, you can do it. I love you and I believe in you.